On Monday, May 25th, in Minneapolis, Minnesota, a black man by the name of George Floyd was murdered at the hands of law enforcement, right? I watched this video of an officer kneeling in his neck as I heard George Floyd yell, "I can't breathe, I can't breathe." The same things that I heard Eric Garner yell as he was being suffocated, choked by a New York City police officer. I heard this grown man, George Floyd, yell for his mother, call for his mother while he was being choked to death. And I don't know if y'all understand how much in despair a black man is when you hear him call for his mother when she is nowhere in sight. Watching this video made me pissed. I was pissed off to the highest degree. I was upset, but it also made my stomach turn. It was gut wrenching to watch. Seriously. Like, I don't understand if y'all know how terrified that man was, and I can hear it in his voice. That man could have been George Floyd. I'm not going to just say that man. George Floyd could have been my brother, my father, my uncles, my cousins, or one of my friends. Or it could have been one of my friends' father, brother, uncle, or so on and so forth. Now, watching that video, I'm watching that and I'm looking like this video is out here for his entire family to watch and relive over and over again. And it's absolutely disgusting that we even have to see this video, or that it's disgusting that it took place in the first place, right? I'm going to share a piece of information with y'all about my life. I'm 27 years old. Since I've been about 12 years old, I have always self-consciously tried to look innocent, or as innocent as possible, around police officers, even though I know I haven't done anything wrong, right? But I've always tried to look as innocent as possible around police officers. And that's something that I noticed while growing up, right? And that's how I know that seeing the images of black men being beaten, killed, harassed by law enforcement has been embedded into my brain as a youth so much that it's damaged me. You know, I try to look as innocent as possible so something doesn't happen to me, which is crazy when I haven't even done anything. But you know, in the hood, we've always had this distrust of law enforcement for a long time, and it's because of situations like this with George Floyd. Like I said, George Floyd got murdered on camera for everybody to see, right? The police officer got his knee in his neck, his hands in his pockets, like he's just chilling, like it's just one of the regular days. When he lost consciousness, when he slipped into unconsciousness, when he was gone, when he died, right? When he was unresponsive, he was dead at that point. They didn't even want to, the police officers didn't even check his pulse because they just didn't want to make it look like they were so nervous. They was in their mind, they knew they effed up. They knew they did. They didn't even, but they didn't want to give that off to the crowd and let them know that they effed up. They didn't want to let the crowd know that they effed up, so they didn't want to check his pulse. They didn't want to even check that man's pulse to see if he was still breathing. Pissed me off. But this is the exact reason why Colin Kaepernick was kneeling every single Sunday. This is the exact reason why he was doing it. He was doing it so that the world can wake up and see what's going on, what's happening to my people time and time again. Colin Kaepernick protest was never about the flag. It wasn't about the troops. It wasn't about none of that. But that was the diversion tactic that people use to get away from the topic at hand, to get away from talking about that. People wanted to get away from talking about police brutality. They didn't want to bring up racism. They didn't want to talk about racism so much because it makes them uncomfortable. Well, damn it, I'm uncomfortable watching my people getting killed on camera all the time. So I don't like. So fuck your uncomfortability. I'm tired of seeing my people get killed all the time on camera. It's disgusting. It's sickening, right? And we all got to speak out about this. Everybody got to speak out about this. Because those who remain silent after seeing something like this, seeing a man get killed while he's handcuffed, he's not a threat at all. He's handcuffed. He can't do anything to an officer. And still, you see him get killed like this? Everybody got to speak out, or you are just as guilty. Right? There is a quote that reads, "Justice will not be served until those unaffected are as outraged as those who are." And that's the truth. That's the truth. So I'm calling on all of my non-black friends or non-black people. Y'all have to speak up as well. You have to speak up when you see things like this happen, because this is heinous. This is absolutely, and we not tolerating this at all. This is heinous. I'm getting tired, exhausted, tired of seeing my people getting killed all the time on camera. I'm tired of seeing these images. It's getting too much, right? George Floyd was a close friend of former NBA player and NBA veteran Steven Jackson. I follow Steven Jackson on social media on Instagram. And to hear how hurt and devastated Steven Jackson is, talking about the loss of his friend, somebody that he called his twin, because honestly the brothers look just alike, like they came from the same womb. But to hear how he talks about the death, the murder of his friend, it devastates me. It hurts my heart. Honestly. And I can tell by the way that Steven Jackson talks about George Floyd that he was a great man who had a profound effect on Steven Jackson's life. And this is the thing too. I want to say this. Y'all know me. Or y'all can get a sense of who I am from watching this channel. Those who are subscribed to me. Y'all know I love everybody, right? I love everybody. I love everybody that love me. No matter what race, what ethnicity you are, none of that. I don't care. But I must say this. Non-black people, a line is being drawn, right? A line is being drawn. Ain't no playing both sides on this situation here. Ain't no seeing things from the officer's perspective with this one. I'm not accepting that game. I'm not accepting the seeing things from both perspectives game with George Floyd and his murder. I'm not playing that. I wasn't accepting that game in the other deaths of unarmed black people. I wasn't accepting it then. But this here, I definitely ain't accepting it at all. I was never accepting it then. I ain't accepting it now. You got to pick between what's right or pick between what's right and wrong. You got to pick between the two. Pick what's right. Either you pick what's right or you pick what's wrong. So I know how to treat you going forward. Non-black people got to speak up too. And this is the thing too. So everybody gotta speak up. It can't just be us that's outraged. It can't just be us. So ain't no partaking in black culture when it's the cool thing to do, or when it's trendy, or when it benefits you from now on. Like, no, If you gonna do that, if you're gonna partake in black culture and all of this and all of that, you gotta speak up and lend your voice to issues that are ailing my community and my people. I don't play them type of games, man. You can't love my people's culture. You can't love my people's culture and not care about my people. Like, I don't get down like that. You can't love, hip hop music and love certain trends and fashions in the black community and not love my people. I don't play like that. Hell, even if you don't partake in black culture, you got to speak up, because this is an issue about human rights. This is an issue about right and wrong. Right and wrong. If you for humanity, if you all for human rights, like a lot of y'all say y'all are, ain't no way in hell you can condone what happened to George Floyd. There's no way on God's green earth. There is no excuse, and I repeat, no excuse for what was done to George Floyd. It was no excuse for him to be murdered. This man was cuffed on the ground. He was no threat, as I said before. So how the hell, I don't understand how the hell the police officer felt like he had to knee this man in the neck until this man could not breathe anymore. Right? And as of today, all officers involved have been fired. But we need them in handcuffs. We need them prosecuted. I'm so glad that George Floyd's family is calling for them to be charged. I'm really, really glad about that. Because truthfully, man, it pissed me off, man, watching it. It hurt my heart for real. But I'm glad that they calling for them to be charged, cause it can't be ain't no forgiving with this. Ain't no forgiving with this, man. You took that man away from his family, his children, right? You took his life on camera for everybody to see, and did it so nonchalantly, like it was just a walk in the park. I can't fool with that, man. I ain't fooling with that at all. And honestly, I believe the only reason the officers were fired was because they were forced to do so because of the outrage from us, outrage from people, outrage from black folks. Like, wasn't having it, was not having it. Black folks was not having it. But it's messed up that, they got to hear a reaction from us in order to take the initiative to do the right thing. That's the messed up part about it. And then I'm sitting here thinking like, damn, if nobody would have recorded what happened in this incident, all the officers probably would still have their jobs and just get a desk job. They would just get moved to a desk job like we seen happen time and time again. Time and time again, they would have probably just got moved to a desk job. But I'm telling y'all, man, this is too much. Like, I promise, like, from, you know, watching Ahmaud Arbery, Eric Garner, Philando Castile, Alton Sterling, all these Tamir Rice, all of these situations, time and time again, getting played in my head. I was like, man, I'm tired, man. I'm tired. I'm tired of even seeing this stuff happening. You know, at this point, I'm tired of my people getting killed by law enforcement. I'm tired of watching it. I'm tired of seeing it. I'm tired of it happening. Not just of watching it. I'm tired of it happening. I want to figure out solutions to stop this shit from continuing. To stop it from continuing. It got to stop. Because this... Like, I promise y'all, I'm sitting like, wow. Man, when I hear this man calling for his mama... Like, he knew. It's in my head, I think he knew, like, he said, y'all gonna kill me. Y'all gonna kill me. And they killed him. Yeah, man, at this point, I want to figure out some solutions to stop this stuff from happening, to stop it from happening going forward. But, most importantly, rest in peace to George Floyd. I'm sending my condolences to your family, your kids, your loved ones. And peace and love to all my black people out here, man. It's a crazy world we live in. Crazy world we live in. But I'm hoping that justice comes for George Floyd. I'm hoping that his family sees justice be served and served correctly this time. Once again, rest in peace to George Floyd. My condolences to your family. Rest in heaven, brother.